called me up and asked me about this concept. This concept is called high energy networking. What is high energy networking all about? Well, this book here says that you can get anything you want in life while building meaningful relationships that last a lifetime. If you haven't purchased this book yet, I highly recommend you get a copy of High Energy Networking. It's a book I wrote about building relationships and networking. Even just going to Amazon and reading the table of contents might be able to be helpful to you if networking is important to your business. Somebody recently asked me, he said, Joe, is networking something that even works? I said, not in every business. You have to have the right type of business, the right type of offer in order for networking to even be effective. So, who is this book for? That's the first part. Then there's the first time I walked into a networking event. I talk about how I felt and how scared I was and how I overcame that. I talk about the two biggest benefits you only get from networking, the stories that help me find the best types of introductions while I'm networking, how one simple breakfast changed my business forever, why people are afraid of networking and 90% of people never network. And also, I talk about the concept of trauma in networking and how networking can bring up trauma. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at networking? Let me know in the comments below. And let me know if you've read this book or if you'd like to read this book. Just write networking in the chat. But on a scale of 1 to 10, tell me, how good are you at networking? One of the most important things when it comes to successful networking is learning how to stay top of mind with your connections. I use LinkedIn Live to go live every single day. Even today, a day where I'm pressed for time because I am doing a presentation for a Vistage group on how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. I'm going to be talking about the 20 different things you need to do on your profile to be successful. I have to travel to the city, and then from the city, I have to go to the Vistage meeting, and then from that Vistage meeting, I have to go to my Executives Association meeting, and then from there, I have a meeting in Clifton, New Jersey. So I have a very busy, very heavy travel day, and I have a lot that I need to get done. But it's still, I make the time to get on LinkedIn Live, even just for a few minutes, to share some insights, to connect, to build relationships, to get to know you. And then I take these insights and later I turn them into clips that I can then share on LinkedIn. My goal this year in 2024 is to go on LinkedIn Live 244 times. And this is the ninth time that I'm on LinkedIn Live. I'm excited about this consistency. Often I'll start something and then I'll be very strong at the beginning. It'll be very, very exciting at the beginning. And then after a while, it kind of like levels off. That same excitement is not really there anymore. Does that ever happen to you? Do you ever get excited? What's something like a book that you started reading that you didn't finish reading? What's something, a task that you started doing that you didn't finish doing the task? Does that ever happen to you? And how do you feel about that? Sometimes we judge ourselves and we're hard on ourselves. And I want you to be kind to yourself. I want you to take a moment, take a step back, and be kind to yourself. The reason I want you to be kind to yourself is because often we're so hard on ourselves and we don't realize is that we have the choice to be kind to ourselves. Being kind to yourself is actually a choice. And I want you to make the right choice when it comes to loving yourself, when it comes to being the type of person you need to be. If you want to show up properly, you have to be confident that you're adding value. And in order for you to be confident and you're adding value, you have to trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust your godly ability to add value. We all have the ability to add value. Just most people just are not adding value because they're not really sure what their value is. And I want you to know that your value is just existing. There's value in that. Write value in the chat if you believe that there is value in literally just existing, just being a human being and being alive and being there for somebody else, just being in their life, just existing in their life has value. There were people that studies were made with people that were on the verge of committing suicide, and they stopped. They decided not to do it. And when asked why they stopped, many of them said, because somebody walked over to me on the street and asked me how I'm doing, because somebody said hello to me. Sometimes saying hello to somebody and just existing in the world could make it worth living for them. So I want to encourage you to take that upon yourself and say to yourself and commit to yourself and declare, I am valuable for existing. Your existence has value. We've been taught that our value is only there if we can accomplish something, if we can do something, if we can make money, if we can do a favor for another person. Sure, that has value too. And sure, go set goals, be successful, but know that you intrinsically, as a human being, are valuable. And if you don't know that, if you don't feel that, if you don't believe that, you're not going to be able to show up fully for other people. It's something that I struggled with for a long time. I struggled with seeing my own value as a human being just showing up. And I always tried to overcompensate for that and try to do things for people. That's how the whole networking thing blew up for me, because I needed to make referrals and make introductions and show that I can do. How about being? How about just being in people's lives? How about just existing? People would say, Joe, just you existing adds value. And I would roll my eyes. Really? Me just existing has value? How can me just existing possibly have value? What do I bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? Think about that for a moment. If that resonates with you, write resonates in the chat. Curious to know if that resonates with you. So for me today, I want to show you, and I said I would do an Evie AI tutorial. I want to show you how this tool called Evie AI is changing lives. So let me share my screen real quick. Hopefully you can see my screen. Say I see it if you can see my screen in the chat. I'm not sure if you can see my screen or not, but if you can, say I see it. And I'm going to share my screen real quick. All right, so if you're on LinkedIn.com and you see somebody's post, someone you want to stay top of mind with, you can give it a like, and then you can click on the little Evie AI logo and you can hit generate comment. Now you can choose your goal, your tone, your persona, and what Evie AI will do is it will read the post and it will draft a comment. I will then insert the comment. I will tag the person by putting an @ sign next to her name, clicking on it, and it shows your insights. Your insights are spot on. As a CEO deeply involved in digital marketing, I've seen firsthand the transformation of video. It's about authenticity. Key elements that resonates, top talent. I love this visual. It's really great. You took it to a whole new level. Deep. Okay, and I'm going to press post. So you see the way that I modified it. I modified the post. I didn't just let the AI generate. I let the AI generate about 90% of it, and 10% of it I deleted and made it better. So getting you 90% there is really key. Getting you 90% there can save you a ton of time. So if you go to my profile, you'll notice on my profile right now that I'm live. That's why I have the banner on top that shows the live banner. But you'll notice I have something called the Top Digital Marketing Voice. How did I get that? Write badge if you want to know how I got that. Write the word badge, BADGE, if you want to know how I get that. And I'll show you how I got that badge. So there are a couple of elements you want to consider. You want to consider the verification badge. You want to consider the top digital marketing badge. You want to consider your link, that is your call to action link under your location. You want to consider your proper company page. Make sure you have a proper company page. You also want to consider your featured posts, your activity. See that? You want to consider your about section, your experience, and many other things. So how do you get that top badge? I see a couple of you wrote badge. So let me show you. You go to linkedin.com/advice. Okay, write that down. linkedin.com/advice. And you'll see on the right side, there's many, many different topics of advice: marketing, public administration, healthcare, engineering, IT services, sustainability. Pick one of those that works for you. For me, I'm going to pick sales today. And under sales, you're going to see lots of collaborative articles. Now, what's a collaborative article? It's an article that was created with artificial intelligence on LinkedIn so that people can contribute to those articles and show their expertise. So if you're on LinkedIn and you want to contribute to this particular article, how to build a team with complementary skills, you see that? I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find a part of the article that hasn't been contributed to. For example, define your goals. I'm going to click on the Evy AI logo because I have evyai.com installed, and then I'm going to hit generate. And it's going to read this part of the article. It's also going to read my persona, my goal, my tone, all my stuff over there. And it's going to quickly generate a perspective that I can then modify. Now you see I'm a little over here, 779. In the context of sales, the roles is crucial. As an expert in AI, significantly blah, blah, blah. AI can really help. I advocate for growth. This allows dedicated prospectors to focus on high potential leads, while account executives can concentrate on nurturing to close more deals. Sales managers and analysts can gain insights into prospecting efforts. The key is to ensure each role is clear and how technology can enhance their effectiveness, aligning with the overall digital marketing strategy. Okay. That was a really good one. I'm going to press add, and I just added this perspective to this collaborative article. You see how easy that was? Now you do this 3 times a day. You do this 3 times a day, and you're much more likely to get a badge for a particular skill. Most people, they don't have a badge at all. So you want to get yourself a badge. What skill would you like to get a badge for? Let me know in the chat. Now, let me tell you how you can get Evy AI and what else it can do. So if you go to evyai.com and you scroll down, you can click on the, you go to the top, you can click on login here, and then it'll take you into your login if you already have an account. If not, you could install it. You could register for it. And then on the left side, see where it says add Evy AI to Chrome. There's a purple icon. If your screen's a bit smaller, you might have to scroll down on the left side. You click on add Evy AI to Chrome. It'll take you to the Chrome store, and you will be able to read all the different reviews that we have. But on the top right corner, it'll say add Evy AI to Chrome. You have to be using a Google Chrome browser. But in the app, you also have different options. You have save profiles. You have the ability to save people's profiles. You have the ability to write posts, to optimize your profile, to add personas, and much, much more. If you want a link to the most recent webinar that we did, we just literally did a webinar on how to be able to use this tool. If you want the webinar replay, just write webinar in the chat, and I will send you that webinar. Now, there is a tool that I use that allows me to take these webinars and these videos that I do, like LinkedIn Lives, and turn them into these really awesome clips. So as you can see, I did a webinar for 1 hour and 3 minutes yesterday, and it took it into made these into little clips over here. You see that? Made it into little clips. So I'm going to listen to this one right now.
I already did the post writer. Yes. I did not.
Okay, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to find a different clip that I might like. Let's see. I might like this one over here. Let me see what it says.
Minimum 10 comments a day. Now, if you're going to leave comments manually, it's going to take you about 2 to 3 minutes or like 4 minutes or 5 minutes each comment. But if you use AI, it'll speed it up. It'll take you under 1 minute to leave each comment. If it takes you under a minute and you want to leave 10, that's 10 minutes. It takes you 30 seconds and you're quick because you've been doing it often, it'll take you 5 minutes to leave 10 comments. That means you're staying top of mind with 10 authors, with 10 people that have a unique perspective, and with their whole audience. Many of them have thousands of followers.
I'm going to download this
Minimum,
right now.
10 comments a day. Now, if you're going to leave...
Okay, I'm going to download this. See, I downloaded it. I'm going to go to Evy AI. I'm going to click on Post Writer. Can you guys see what I'm doing? And I'm going to check my persona off, Joe Apfelbaum. I'm going to give a motivational, a value-added post. Okay, so I wrote create a post about the value of adding 10 comments a day on LinkedIn, which will 10x your exposure and credibility, and how much time it'll save you with AI. Doing it manually can take you 2 to 5 minutes. Each comment with AI can take use. Okay, I'm going to press GPT-4, generate. So what I did over here was I chose a goal, I chose a tone, I chose a persona, I gave it instructions on the type of post that it should write on my behalf, and I told it to generate. Now I'm going to go to LinkedIn and set it up. So I go to linkedin.com. I'm going to click on media, see media. Then I'm going to select this particular video that I downloaded that the AI edited for me. You see, the AI edited. I'm going to press next. Now I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to copy this post that the AI created for me. I'm going to paste it right into here. Okay, now it says, however, I understand that time is a precious commodity. Manually, it can take 2 to 5 minutes to leave each comment. But what if I told you that there's a way to do it in a few seconds? Introducing Heavy AI allows you to leave 10 comments in just 5 minutes. Not just about saving time, it's about leveraging technology, intelligent comments with AI. I'm going to write in your voice. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do a PS link to the Heavy AI resource in the comments. Also, let me know what you think of this AI generated video. Do you like? Let's see who else was with me. I'm going to tag these 3 people because the AI included them. Now I'm going to schedule this. Let's see. I'm going to schedule this for later. Oh, scheduling is not supported for this type of post. I'm going to press back. I'm going to press Control A, Control C. It's not allowing me to do this. Let me see what's going on here. I'm going to try this again. Start a post. It's not allowing me to post. So this is what I'm going to do. It's not allowing me to post for some reason. So I'm going to go into Buffer. I'm going to post this from Buffer. Okay, so there's a tool called Buffer. If I can post for whatever reason, I simply will just allow the tool to post it for me a little bit later in the day. And I won't have to think about it. I'll just have the AI just do it automatically. So this is how I schedule posts out into the future. And I'll just let the AI do it for me. Okay, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to grab the video, upload it into Buffer, and just let Buffer do it a little bit later. You see that? Are you maximizing your potential on LinkedIn as an okay. Now I'm going to press post, and at 1:23 p.m. this will go live. See what I just did here? This makes my life so much easier. and I can buffer as many posts as I want. So now in just a few minutes, I was able to create a post with a video and everything right on LinkedIn. Really powerful. I'm going to drop a comment on Renee's post over here. Make it really easy for me to do this. Just go like that, generate. I'm going to do a goal of provide value, the tone of authoritative, and I'm going to use Joe Apfelbaum 2 persona. And I'm going to insert it here. Renee, I've seen many entrepreneurs as fellow business owners. I've seen firsthand how it's easy to get up in the minutia. The biggest crucial to leverage the right strategy, streamline operations, and focus on growth. I'm going to be like, glad you are a star in my life. Renee. Okay. Press go. And now, boom. I just did that. All right. Well, I hope that you guys got value from this, right? Value. If you did get value, I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now. And I want to just let you know that my goal is to help you be able to create your voice with AI on LinkedIn, to expand your reach, to get more exposure, more credibility, and book more meetings. If you want to grow your business, you need to start using LinkedIn. LinkedIn has 1 billion people, 60 million are logging in every day, and you can start using LinkedIn today. You just need the right strategy, because the right strategy will save you a decade. Stop using energy without strategy. That's a waste of time. Instead, learn the right strategy. If you need help, just write, Joe, I need a strategy. And I'm happy to help you craft a strategy. We create strategies for hundreds of people. We're also launching an engaged LinkedIn thought leaders community this month. If you're interested in learning more about that, just write thought leader in the chat. I'll be more than happy to share that with you. Thank you for watching this short video. Thank you for attending this live, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Boom.